Rise and shine, superstars. It's your favorite light coach, MB, and today is a great day to be alive. Why? Because you are still here. So stop what you're doing, and if you're able to comment in the comments below, comment, shout to the top of your lungs, come through. If you are so thankful that God allowed you to wake up and see another day, because gratitude is the absolute best way to start your day. Now, if for some reason you don't know if you're actually thankful to still be alive, then I challenge you today to just take some time, sit with yourself, and come up with at least one reason why you should be thankful that you're still here. Because you're still here for a reason, and what you're going through is only temporary. So don't make a permanent decision based off of a temporary situation. All right, guys, I hope you're ready because this week I'm coming in hot. All right, we're about to own up to our responsibilities and stop blaming everything and everybody else for our current situation and why we aren't being successful. So if you're not ready to face the truth, then I suggest you listen to this one backwards because I'm getting all up in your business this week. All right, most of us have this idea that life, or we treat life like it's a wishing well instead of an abundant blessing that we're supposed to work for. Like we think we just supposed to, flick a penny in one direction or the other, and all of a sudden, poof, what it is that we want is supposed to happen. But it doesn't work that way. And you know it doesn't work that way. And I'm not here to talk to you about what you don't know. I'm here to talk to you about the things that you're doing that are keeping you from accomplishing your goals and encouraging you to quit on yourself, and what we can implement to change those things so that you can transform your life. Because transformation takes work. Like it takes work. You don't just wake up and boom, you've arrived. You don't just wake up and you're transformed. You don't just wake up and transform as like, tag, you're it. No, it takes work. It takes intentional waking up and intentional doing. But a lot of us are dodging transformation like we playing a game of tag, like we duck and dodge and jumping behind bushes because we don't want to do the work. Because what's required to do the work means that we're stepping into unfamiliar territory, and we're stepping into discomfort in unfamiliar territory. See, we're comfortable with the current situation that we don't want to be in because we know what pains and hurts and agony and all this other stuff that it brings. We're comfortable with that. And we would rather sit in something that is hurting us and hindering us because we're comfortable with it than step into new discomforts that would eventually help us accomplish our goal. Getting something different out of life requires us to think, speak, and do things differently. We have to go somewhere different. We have to become somewhere different. But a lot of us are just stuck onto the trying and the wanting, but not the doing. Newsflash, trying to bees and wannabes don't make any honey. So let's get into these 5 things that you need to start implementing, that you need to address first. And then the things that we need to implement so that we can change our lives and transform our lives and start living a more abundant, fulfilled life that God had planned for us. So number 1, you have to get clear on what it is you want. You can ask anybody, you can ask some of your friends, what do you want? What do you want out of life? And a lot of times they'll be like, I don't know. They'll give you some vague answer. I just want to be happy. Okay, well, what does that mean? It means not doing anything that makes me sad. Okay, what does that mean? Like they give you all of these vague, gray answers. But if you ask the same person, what is it that you don't want in life? Oh, they can give you a full dissertation about every single thing they don't want. They know what kind of spouse they don't want. They know how they don't want their kids to act. They know what hairstyle they don't want. They know what car they don't want to drive. They know what side of town they don't want to live. Like they know every single thing and every single detail about what they don't want. But when you ask them what they do want, I just want to be happy. I just want to have enough money. Well, you got to give yourself more than that. You have to get clear on what you want and stop focusing on the things that you don't want, because you're focusing on the stuff that you don't want. And then you're sitting back and wondering, why is it that I keep attracting or seeing? Why am I living in this life that I don't want? It's because that's what you're focused on. And where your focus goes, your attention flows and your energy flows. And that's what you bring back to you. Like, so you can be riding the car. Okay. Here's the scene. You've been out all day hanging out with some friends or your boyfriend or your spouse or your girlfriend or whatever. Y'all are on the way home and you know that you've been out, so you know that you're hungry. Y'all haven't stopped to get anything to eat, but you know that you're hungry. That's what you know. You know that you're hungry. And that person can ask you, what do you want to eat? Now I'm going to pause y'all right there because they say women are like really bad at this. I don't know. I'm not going to speak from experience or not. But they say women are really bad at this. The answer to the question is, I don't know. And so they're patient with you. They're like, okay, they're trying to help you come up with a solution. Like they're trying to support you in accomplishing your goal of no longer being hungry. So they give you a solution. How about Texas de Brazil? No, I don't really feel like going to a sit-down restaurant. Okay. How about Asian fusion? I'm not in the mood for Chinese. Oh, what about that new pizza place they just opened up last week? It's a few blocks from here. I had pizza for lunch. You telling them everything you don't want when they're coming at you with solutions to your problem, but you're more focused on the things that you don't want. So then they're like, you're going to get on my skin, I'm getting on your skin. So they hit you with something that they know that you don't want. Okay, well, we'll just go to McDonald's. And you look at them like, now I don't eat McDonald's. You're trying to maintain your composure, even though that Betty White hangry is trying to come out of you. I don't eat McDonald's. McDonald's isn't real food. Haven't you seen the pictures of the cheeseburger and the french fries that have been sitting out for years and they're still not molded? Why would you offer me McDonald's when you know I don't want to eat McDonald's? Okay, so the question is, what do you want to eat? And that's our problem. We're focusing on everything we don't want, that we don't even sit down to take a moment out to detail and define and get a clear picture and a clear vision on what it is that we do want. And that leads me to our second issue of why we can't accomplish our goals and why we keep quitting on ourselves. The second thing is we keep having all these opportunities come our way that are supposed to help us and support us and provide resources for us to get to our goal and our vision and what we want out of life. But we don't have a clear vision. And so we're passing up on opportunities. We're letting them fly by. Like you knew you were hungry. You knew you wanted something to eat. The person you were with, an opportunity, was driving the car. You didn't have to drive. You didn't have to pay attention to the road. You didn't have to get out and pump gas. You probably weren't even going to have to pay for the food. They did everything and had all of the resources that you needed to accomplish your goal of no longer being hungry. But because you were so focused on what you didn't want, you've missed out on all of those opportunities. And now you're standing at home in front of the refrigerator with the door wide open, looking for something and wishing that something would pop up that wasn't there before you left the house. So you have to get clear on what it is you want out of life. And then you have to accept all of the opportunities. You have to be open to the opportunities. You can't just pass up on opportunities that are meant to support you on your journey. Otherwise, you're going to continue to get what you've been getting, which is quitting on yourself. You're not quitting on other people in this particular moment. You're quitting on yourself. And when you quit on yourself, you're going to continue to just watch your goals just roll on off in the distance. And the third reason, let's go to number 3. The third reason why you keep quitting is because you have a limiting belief. You don't believe that whatever goal you set, you are truly capable of accomplishing it, like it's possible. Now, you believe that it's possible and you believe that other people can do it, but for some reason, you don't believe that you're capable of doing it. Like, okay, how many of you guys made a goal this year to lose 10 pounds? And how many of you had that same goal for last year? And the year before that? And the year before that? So you picked up the phone and you were like, okay, I got my New Year's resolution. You're on the phone with your girlfriend. You're like, girl, listen, I'm trying to lose these 10 pounds this year because I want to be cute by spring break. Okay, you've been out of college for at least 6 years now. Why are you still talking about spring break? But that's another conversation. We're going to touch on that on a different week. That's a whole different mindset conversation. But right now, is you're telling someone that you're trying to lose these 10 pounds. Now, before you even set the goal, you didn't believe it was possible because it's the same goal that you've been setting for the past 3 years. You haven't been doing the actions that you're supposed to hit the goal, and you weigh more now than you did 3 years ago when you set the goal in the first place. Then you got on the phone, you said, I'm trying. The first word you said is trying. It's a known, proven fact that when you say you're trying to do something, you're not intending to do it. You're trying to do it. It's just a nice, polite way and a comfortable way to tell yourself that you don't believe that it's going to get done, or you have no real strong intention of getting it done. But you can't try, like you don't go to the restaurant and the hostess seats you and you look down at the chair and you be like, girl, I'm about to try to sit in this chair so I can enjoy this food. No. You knew before you even got in the parking lot. You was like, hey, you pull up to your favorite restaurant, you pull up, park that car, you look around, make sure you ain't about to hit anybody. You get out and you try to keep your composure because you've been waiting on this meal all day. You walk in, the hostess takes you to your seat. You look at that seat, you don't even think about it because you believe that seat is going to hold you up while you eating all of your healthy meal. You're not thinking about trying to sit down. You just go do so that you can eat everything that you want to eat. So you're not accomplishing your goal and you're quitting on yourself because the first thing that you're saying is, I'm trying to do this. And you can't try to do, either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. There is no middle ground to play ping pong, because if you're going to do it, then your tries are different. It means you're putting forth effort. It's not, I'm trying to do this to make it sound good and make other people think that you're about to do something big. So you have to remove the limiting belief. And that limiting belief is trying and wanting. You have to know that you're capable of doing it and then take the proper steps to get it done. So you have to get clear on your vision. You have to get clear on your goal. What is it that you're trying to accomplish in detail? What do you want out of life? What do you want your children to, what do you want for your children? What do you want for your future? What do you want yourself to look like? What is it that you want out of life? Get clear on that. Number 2, you have to be open to the opportunities, because once you're clear, whatever it is that you need to support you on your way to your goal, it's going to come to you, but you have to be willing to see it for what it is, accept it, and then implement it. Be open to the opportunities. You have to abandon your limiting beliefs. You can't have limiting beliefs and expect to not quit. You can't be, let's say you're playing a game, a basketball game or something. You can't focus on not losing the game and expect to win. You have to focus on winning the game. So you can't focus on what you're trying to do. You have to focus on and walk into and approach it with the expectation that I'm going to do this. Let's go. The 4th reason why you keep quitting on yourself is because you lack a strong why. Your why is not heavy enough. Your why is not strong enough to support the adversity, the obstacle, the challenges that are going to come at you while you're on this journey, because they're going to come. We already know that once you set your mind and your intention to do something, life is coming at you. And your goal has to be bigger than you. When you set a real goal to accomplish, it's serving others in addition to serving you. That's where the weight of your why comes in. If you're setting a goal and you're setting a goal so that it can improve and better other people's lives and impact other people's lives in a positive way, then you're getting a little more weight. Then you're getting a little more grit. Then you're getting a little bit more persistence. But when your why isn't heavy enough, you're not going to be able to follow through. Like, we're malnourished when it comes to living out our purpose. Like, we lack the vitamins and the minerals that it takes to actually live a fulfilled life, to be able to travel on that journey. We lack the patience. We lack the knowledge. We lack the persistence. We lack the passion. When your why is weak, you're not able to endure all of the challenges and the distractions that you're going to face along this journey. You're not digging for goals, you're tossing for wishes. So you have to have a strong why in order for you to stick with it and not quit on yourself. And then finally, you need the proper support system. Like, a lot of us go into these things, we set goals for ourselves, and we think we're just going to be able to, take it down off the muscle. Like, we just going to do it. We don't know everything. We've never been here before where we're trying to go, at least not in this stage in life. But for some reason, we think we know what we need to do to get to it and get through it. So we think that we have the knowledge for somewhere that we've never been. But you need the support. You need to surround yourself with people and resources and in the environment that can support what you're trying to do. You need to find someone who's been where you are and is now where you're trying to go. If your why isn't strong enough, then you're not all in. When your why is strong enough, every day is on. Like, every day you're waking up and you're doing what it takes to get you closer to your goal. Every day is an on day. Outkast said it best. I be on it all night, man. I be on it all day. Straight up. If you want me, you can find me in the, I'm on it. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't resist that one. I was really trying to maintain my composure, keep it kosher and everything, but I just couldn't. I couldn't. Okay, so, but you have to be on every day. You can't have a big goal and a strong why, but then you're out hanging with your friends all the time. Or you're waking up late. Or you're putting in mediocre effort 5 days out of the week and you're living for 2 off days. There are no off days. Every day is an on day. Every day you have to wake up and commit to doing something that's going to lead you toward the goal that you said that you wanted to accomplish. Your why has to be strong enough. Otherwise, you're not digging for goals, you're just tossing for wishes. And the fifth reason why you can't accomplish your goals is because you lack the proper support. A lot of us are malnourished when it comes to living in our purpose. We're lacking the essential vitamins and minerals that we need to take on this journey for the goal that we've set for ourselves, for the place that we're trying to get. We don't have patience, we don't have the proper knowledge, we don't have the passion, we don't have the persistence, we don't have the surrounding people, the right people around us to help us get there. But for some reason, we wake up and we think, okay, well, I'm going to do this. But we haven't researched, we haven't touched bases, we haven't talked to somebody who's been where we've been and is where we're trying to go. Think about it like this. 2 people who can't swim, they can't jump in the deep end and expect to coach each other. They can jump in the deep end and they can expect to coach each other. But I don't think that that's, the wisest solution to their problem of not being able to swim. Would you agree? So in life, when you have a goal and you're trying to get somewhere you've never been, you can't just expect to do it by yourself. You have to find somebody that's going to be able to support you. And you have to surround yourself with the right-minded people, because a lot of times you think your friends or family will support you, and some of them may have good intentions, but they're giving you advice and telling you, no, you shouldn't do that, or you shouldn't try to, they're limiting you, they're hindering you. That takes you back to that space, that comfort space that's hindering you and hurting you, but you're there in the discomfort because it's the discomfort that you're familiar with. You have to get out. You have to expose yourself to the right support system, the right people, the right resources, the right mindset, the right knowledge, the right environment. You have to get yourself out there so that you are able to accomplish your goal and not continuing to be a quitter. You're able to become the victor that you want to be. So I hope y'all ready for this week. Buckle up. I just gave it to y'all. I just put it out there. That's 5 good reasons why you keep quitting on yourself. And this week we're going to go over the changes that you can implement that will help you transform your mind, transform your life, and create a life that is worth living for you. Create a life where anything is possible. But you know what it is. If you don't remember anything else I just said, always remember this. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be great. And it's a great day to find the greatness in you. Now go out there and live the greatest day of your life.